What's good, y'all? Welcome back to exclusive interview, man, with Grayson, quarterback Deuce Smith. Man, we're gonna break it all down. Forgive me for being late on this. I just came back from the telling the tape. I was just doing obviously right before this interview, man. But without further ado, let's welcome on Deuce Smith. What's
Hey, how
good?
you doing?
Good, man. What's going on, man?
Hey, not much.
How you been?
Pretty good. Just got back from practice, so
Solid. Now look, I don't know if you remember me, Deuce, but I came out to your game, man, when you was a true freshman.
I remember. I remember
Yeah.
argue game. Yup.
Yes, sir. Okay, well, I got a good memory, man. All right. So I want to ask Deuce, man. I got to see you there, man. I was thoroughly impressed, man. Like, I got to ask you before we get to your journey, your career, just what about that class just made y'all so special, man? I mean, you, London, Riley, y'all guys are special. Why are in the prime? Like, why were you guys always like so good?
Uh, that class 27. A lot of us have grown up playing against each other, and really a lot of us on the same teams. Like me and Riley, we've been on the same team since we was like I think 8 or 9, and then even London coming over in the 8th grade. Building chemistry then. So a lot of the 27 class has a lot of good chemistry.
100%, man. So for you, where did your career start? I know you see y'all play together. So was it GFL?
Yeah, GFL. I've been playing with Grayson ever since I was 6, so the earliest you could do it.
So let me ask this. Tell me about the tradition of Grayson, because I feel like playing at Grayson is different. It ain't for everybody, for one. And then two, y'all have a different sort of camaraderie. Like even when y'all young, like 6, 7 years old, everybody just thinks about I want to be a Grayson Ram. Like y'all not thinking about going somewhere else in Gwinnett County or another school. Most of the time y'all stay. So tell me about that Grayson way of why it just disseminates from even the feeder program.
Grayson has always just been like a program where it's like, if you don't like it, you don't gotta like it. You could leave. But for me and a lot of other people, Grayson is it's like real good. It's always gonna make the feeder program, especially like GFL, all them coaches are always gonna be good. It's never a time where it's like coaches that don't coach. You're always gonna get the best out of your coaches, and them coaches genuinely want you to make it in life, whether it's football or in just life in general. They want you to be a great man when you grow up. So that's why I feel like Grayson is like so powerful, even from the feeder.
Wow. And then tell me about your journey, man, through the sport of football, this youth ball to where you are today, man.
So yeah, like I said, been playing ever since I was 6. With Grayson, I've been to championship 8 times. I mean, that's every year. So every year, if me playing in GFL, been to championship, won 5 out of the 3 championships, and only have lost like 5 games out of 60 something. So yeah,
Wow. Okay. Wow, man. So you've done a lot of winning.
a lot of it, a lot of it.
I love it, man. So let's walk through not this year. We're gonna talk about this year, but let's walk through last year, right? Because I believe you were put in. Travis was dealing with injury back then, and you were placed in. So what? I mean, you've always been prepared, but what went through your mind when you're like, okay, I'm only a sophomore, but I got to step in big and come up big for my team for a few weeks, which is what you did last year.
Yeah, just like situations like that, it's like always be ready. So I don't got to get ready. And being young like that, it's just like it's not always about me. Like this is for the team. This is for the program. It's not just like a me thing. It's like I'm doing this for my guys and the other 11 people on the field with me. So it's not just about me. It's about them too.
100%. Now walk me through kind of the Thompson game. You took a little bit on the chops, a little bit, a couple interceptions, but you bounced back in a big way and carried the team to that win, man. And Thompson's a top team in Alabama. Obviously, they always give Grayson a tough test. You always give them a tough test. But what goes through your head when you're making them early mistakes, you're facing that early adversity?
Yeah, that was a big game. So big game first start. They're number 1 team in Alabama. So of course it's like a lot of like outside forces where it's just like just a lot of pressure, just a lot of pressure. Stands the field and everything. But I'll say like making the mistakes early in the game, I'm kind of like in a way glad that I made them because I mean I got to experience those mistakes somehow. And playing against a good team like that, it's like after a turnover or just anything where you had to go back to the sideline without scoring, go into the tent, talk with the guys. It's like, hey, we good. Hey, we're not gonna lose this game. We're good. We're good. We're good. So I'm really glad I did make those mistakes early like that because I mean, in the end, you see, we got the win. And I mean, really, like the fourth quarter was big for me. Fourth quarter was almost like that was an unreal quarter for me. So
Let me ask you this: do you like them high pressure games like that, them high pressure moments?
oh yeah, I love playing in big games. I don't like a blowout too much. I like playing in big games, close games.
Got you, man. Let me ask you this: when you play the sport of football, what's one of your favorite things about it, and what drives you? What keeps you going?
I would say like big thing about football. Favorite things probably just like the stuff you learn playing football, like not even just on the field, but a lot of stuff that you could like take and use outside of the fields. Like it's a lot of like lifelong lessons that you'll learn playing sports football. Like I said, especially at Grayson, the coaching stuff are great. So especially playing at Grayson, the things that you're told every day. I mean, it's going to stick with you for a long time.
If you can't share, look, don't get yourself in no trouble. But if you can share, what is a Grayson practice like? Because I know, like, I've heard the rumors, like that y'all rotate guys. Like, practice is harder than the games, from what I've heard and talked to the coaching staff. So, as a player, walk me through like what is a Grayson practice like?
But yeah, it's tough. We always try to make our practice way harder than what the game is. So it's like practice hard, make it harder than the game. So then when game time comes, I mean, it's easy. Everything slows down, and the way we practice, everything is fast, and especially our offense. Our offense is based off of tempo, so everything got to be fast. There's no slowing down. We're not waiting on nobody. So I mean, yeah, practice is definitely difficult, but I feel like it's making us better each and every week.
How many plays on average y'all running practice? You had to say.
Uh, Average, it's a lot of rotating. So like for me, I probably say like maybe 30, 35, but it's like a lot of different type of reps and stuff. And it's different like team, scale, indie, it's a whole bunch of stuff. So a lot of throws and stuff like that.
Sheesh. Okay. Now let me ask you this, Deuce. How has going against these guys made you better in your career? Like you're going against Tyler, you're going against Anthony, you're going against Riley, London, all these elite guys every single day. So how has that made you in your career better?
I feel like it's making me a lot better. Them guys are like they're gone already. A lot of D1 offers, the way they play and fly around the field, it's like you're not gonna see that every Friday night. And playing against like especially like people like Tyler and Ant, feeling pressure from them, learning how to escape the pocket or make a throw while they're on their tail, and I would still make a throw with people like you said, London and Riley out there. I mean, it's gonna be times where they might get the best of me, but it's times I get the best of them too. So I mean, it's just us making each other better, iron sharpen iron.
Now for you, are you kind of quiet, let your play do the talking? Are you rah guy? Do you like to talk it back to people, or you just let your play do the talking?
Oh yeah, no, I just do my play. I just let my play do the talking. I don't do the whole rah rah thing. I just let my play do it.
I love that. All right. Now let's walk through your recent game, man. Like I said, I know you don't like these kind of games, you don't like blowouts, but 50-3, Lord. You threw like what was it? I got the stats. Threw 5 touchdowns to 4 different receivers. I mean, you was on a roll. So tell me
Yep.
about last game, man. And it was and a game that was on TV at that. It was on TV and you balled. So obviously another big game, but y'all blew them out. Just tell me about that game and being able to just flourish the way you did.
Yeah, that was a big game for us too. It was still a region game. The preparation that we had that week was just like elite. So like coming into Monday, it was just like, hey, we can't come out and just expect that we're going to beat these guys. Like we got to put in the work to get the outcome that we want. So game time came, came out and scored first drive, came out scored next drive, and then there was times where we went flat a little bit, but we picked it back up. And I mean, really just like I said, going into the tent, like, hey, we're gonna keep the gas, keep our foot on the pedal, and make sure we don't let up.
Just like that. All right, walk me through Deuce your preparation. What does your preparation look like on a game week?
Preparation is really mental, especially for a quarterback. So going home, studying my plays, even like the plays I already know, still looking over and making sure I know them like the back of my hand. Watching film, practice film, game film, watching the other team, looking for other teams' tendencies and stuff. And a lot of times I get with my wide receivers and talking with them too, and we all come together, and coaches too, just all get come together to find a way to go out and just dang, I'm trying to find it. Just dissect the team the best so we can have everything open.
For sure. Let me ask you this: in game, you'll probably see him more at the next level, obviously, Deuce. But in game, do you have those conversations with your receivers at all? Like, hey, man, I'm getting this look from this guy. Hey, man, maybe you should throw it here. Or maybe we should do this because he's playing me this way. Have you had those conversations with your receivers yet, or not yet?
Oh yeah, all the time. It's different. It's different times you just play a game. You'll just pick up on tendencies, and it's just like, hey, he's playing like this on this player. He's playing like this. I mean, the whole game, and we'll pick up on it. I'll tell him like, hey, we'll check this. We'll do that and see if it works. And once we confirm it and do it, big things happen.
There it is. Tell me about your relationship with the offensive coordinator for Grayson, Keith Bearfield. He obviously does a phenomenal job. Um, Quarterbacks in that system has always had success. You're another one that's having success. So, what's that relationship been like? What are some things you've learned from him?
Coach Bearfield, he's a great guy. I've been with him ever since I was a freshman. even still being on the freshman field, not officially being with varsity and stuff, we've always been cool. It's never been a moment where I haven't liked him or he hasn't liked me. And I mean, every day he's teaching me something new. And we love talking football. I mean, every day we're talking about something new, whether it's college, NFL, even outside of football. We're always talking about stuff, laughing together. So the relationship with us is very good.
Got you. Tell me about some of your teammates on the offensive side of the ball, man. Put me. I know about a lot of them. Jonathan Stafford. I know about your receiver, but put me on game with some guys that may not always get the love, but it's been stepping up big for y'all this year.
I would say Tajay Clark, Saeed Ben Wahad, um, Dawson, and I say young guy would be Elijah, uh, Elijah Williams. I think I'm pretty sure that's his name, Elijah Williams. He's stepping up big. I'm starting to see him getting a lot more reps. You know, even starting throwing the ball more, and just like him being a sophomore. I mean, it's just like, hey, I mean, your time coming.
Stay patient.
Yep, always.
Got you. All right. Let me ask you this. So overall, I know the end goal is the end goal, but how would you rate? How do you feel your junior is going as we kind of hit that last stretch of the season?
It was going great. You know, so junior year, you know, came into it not really expecting to be a starter or anything like that. So, you know, now I'm in the starting spot, feeling very comfortable. You know, every week that goes past and past, I feel more and more comfortable. And it's just like I feel like we have a really good shot at going back to state. And of course, I love to win it and do something Grayson's never done before, which is repeat. So yeah.
100%. Tell me what's been one of your favorite highlights or favorite moments on the field?
Uh, I'll probably say the Thompson game. Go back to the Thompson game this year. You know, throwing that game-winning touchdown, basically. What was I think like 18 seconds left on the clock? Throwing a touchdown, tied the game. No, throwing a touchdown to making a field goal to take us into overtime.
Mm,
And that was a very big moment.
100%. Tell me about obviously you accomplished a lot in your career. Tell me about the back wall behind you, man. You got some trophies up there. Tell me about some of the trophies in the stuff you got behind you.
This is a lot. A lot of it is GFL. Like I said, you know, went to the championship 8 times. Whether it was winning or losing, but I mean, 5 of the rings over here is winning rings, and then you know I play baseball too, so it's a lot of baseball rings too over there. Uh, then awards. I got the MVP of the game against Newton this past Friday, so that's up there now too. But a lot of this is just my youth, just GFL and baseball, and growing up doing that.
Got you. How was speaking of how was baseball maybe helps your game out on the gridiron a little bit?
Oh, baseball correlates a lot. You know, I play center field and stuff, so I'm running a lot and outfield catching balls. But I feel like it's really like the hand-eye coordination and stuff. So like, you know, hitting the ball ain't like really like the easiest thing to do. And I would like to say that I'm a pretty good hitter. So I feel like a lot of the tendencies you do in baseball is similar to throwing a football too. It's like swinging the bat. It's the same with a football, getting your hips into it, things like that. It's just whether or not it's you know throwing a football or throwing a baseball or swinging a bat or throwing a football. So
From speaking of that, obviously, do you see like it maybe helps with different like arm angles? Like if you're getting the pressure, you might need to throw in a tight window. Does it help you with that at all?
oh yeah, definitely like I'm not a sidearm guy, but if I had to, I'll be able to do it.
There it is. Speaking of that, is there anybody that you like to watch or emulate, kind of model your game after?
I like watching Cam Ward, Jalen Hurts. Uh, I've started like Jackson Dart lately. Started watching him a lot. Jaden Daniels, you know, just people that can use their legs and run.
Why you think this is a personal question, but why you think Jalen Hurts don't always get the credit that he deserves, man? I mean, he just seemed like he won like what I think it's like 19 of his last 20, but don't feel like he gets the credit he always deserves, man. But just a winner like you.
Uh, I would say like a lot of that would be just him being a quiet guy too. You know, just like me, I'm a quiet guy. I'm not really like, you know, talking a whole lot or any of that. So I mean, he'll get it done, and he's not gonna like want to put himself out there. So, you know, some people might talk about him, some people not, but he doesn't get talked about a lot. I feel like because he's just a quiet guy, and he's not like putting himself out there for other people to like try to clip him almost or put him on their pages and stuff like that. So yeah.
Smart. Makes a lot of sense. All right, so you talked about quarterbacks being able to throw off the run. You talked about quarterbacks being able to throw off the run a little bit and just be able to be that kind of dual threat. So we see kind of the proliferation of that, Deuce. How do you feel like that's helped the quarterback, I guess in the eyes of just the next level? being able to get out there more and just being able to show the full versatility of the position.
Yeah, being a dual threat, I mean, it helps a lot. You know, you can't. I mean, the higher level you get in, the D line is going to get faster and faster. So you would like to be able to run and escape the pocket because I mean, if you can't and you just can't run, I mean, you're stuck in the pocket. So if it's a time where you got to escape, I mean, you're not going to be able to escape fast enough. So
Very true. Where do you feel like your game is taking that next jump, that next level?
I'll definitely say like mentally and like pre-snap stuff. So reading defenses, looking at defense, saying, "Oh, I know what he'll do before he even does it. I know it's going to be open before it's even open, or before I even clap my hands, be able to step out there, look, and just know."
All right, let's break that down a little bit. So let's say, right, you're getting a look. Let's say, so I'm gonna ask you two questions on coverages, and just don't tell me no plays or nothing, but just tell me how you would dissect it from a mental standpoint. So cover three, right? They're running cover three against you. Obviously, that's based on stopping the run, but they're running cover three. You guys are in the pass look. Like, how would you break that down in order to know where to go with the ball?
First, I'm gonna look at that safety. So safeties always tell you a lot. And one high safety, I mean, really clap your hands, and depending on like scheme you have, you just see what side that safety goes to. You pick with that safety. So like, you might set up to this side, and you're the whole time trying to come back to this side. But once you get in the flow over here, okay, I got them over here. I got my leverage over here. So
Got you. All right, too high look, right? Shell coverage. You're enough to stop the run. Two high safeties. Got probably about seven in the box. How would you attack that?
get two high safeties, seven in the box. I know I'm trying to pass and it look like that, and middle of the field open. That's always how I do it. Middle of the field closed, middle of the field open, and cover two. I mean, middle of the field open. So now I'm looking at run plays like your big post, um, different type of slanting goes, anything to get in the middle of the field.
Last one, probably one of your favorite. They bringing the pressure on you, right? They trying to give you a stun, a different look. You're gonna have like eight in the box. You know blitz is coming, but you know what? You got your dogs on the outside, one-on-one coverage. How would you do that? But you only got about 3 seconds to throw the ball.
Either I'm gonna trust my one on one with the guys outside, whether it's Staff or Dawson, or I like to take what they give you. So if they're brushing everybody, we get to send our little back our back on like a little flat route, a little hot route. You just dump it off to him and let him go to work too.
There it is, man. All right, I love that you broke that down, man. I appreciate that.
Yes,
All
sir.
right. So let me ask this. I don't want to ask you too much about the press clippings, but for those that doubt the Grayson program for losing their quarterback, they don't know about you, but we know you a dog. For those that don't know, I know you're a quiet guy. What would you just say for those that don't have confidence Grayson can go back to back?
I mean, they don't gotta believe in the story. I don't really have a lot to say to them for real. Just watch and see. I mean, I know my guys got my back. I got their back, and this is for them. We're not worried about what haters are saying, anything like that. So we'll get it done.
Period. Now I'm a college coach. Deuce, I like your game, man. But I know you talk about the mental aspect separating you, but overall, not just on the football field, but as a person coming into this program, as a character, what do you bring to my program that's different than other players?
I'm very involved in the community, so I have no problem with going to the parks and stuff, hyping the little guys up for their games and stuff. Actually, every Saturday, I'm the trash man. You call me the trash man. I pick up the trash, pull the trash, do stuff like that, hype them up for their games. Uh, Academically, I'm holding 3.8 GPA, so you don't got to worry about a dumb jock coming to your school or anything like that. Uh, just a great guy. You don't got to worry about me getting in trouble or anything like that. I'm always out the way. I'm an introvert, so just goes like me being quiet. So yeah.
What does that mean to the kids, man, when they see a quarterback that's starting on varsity? I know community is very big at Grayson. Just like you said, not a lot of people going out there on no Saturday being no trash guy, just helping out the community. So what does that mean to the kids when they get the chance to see you and see you at the games?
Uh, I know, like me being a kid, seeing the older guys, the high school guys coming to my games and stuff. It's just like looking like wow, like I hope he watch me play. Like, hey, I'm gonna play good just because he's here, or something like that. So that's why I always make sure I'm not the one that's kind of like being Hollywood, like nah, I ain't gonna say nothing to him because he's younger than me or anything. Like, nah, I'm gonna hype you up, I'm gonna dap you up, I'm gonna tell you like, hey, I'm gonna need you to do this and that this game, and after the game, I'll get you a bag of Skittles or something like that.
All right. I like that. Okay. Community man. That's smooth, man. I like that. You don't always hear that. All right, smooth. All right. Let's open you up a little bit, Deuce. Let's get to know you a little bit more off the field. All right. So we ask some fun, quick questions before we let you go. So What is your favorite thing to do off the field, or what would you be doing if you weren't playing football?
Probably watching movies. Not gonna lie, just sitting in the house watching movies. I got a little brother, so probably playing with him. You know, wrestling, doing whatever, playing basketball. Spending time with him. Love spending time with family, so we could play like different type of games and stuff like that. Anybody could get working Uno or Monopoly. So yeah,
Are you the champ?
yeah, for
Ah,
sure.
ah.
For sure.
I love it. All right, what? Tell me right now. I don't know if you've been able to watch movies lately, but what's the best movie out right now, or just this year? You think?
This year I wouldn't be able to say it. I haven't even been watching movies a whole lot this year. I've been on just different TV shows and stuff. Lately, I've been watching like the older movies and all that. So,
All right, gotcha. Okay, all right. Put me on game, man. What's the top TV shows you be watching?
TV shows. Shoot, I've been watching the SEC show on Netflix. Quarterback show on Netflix. Uh, I could watch a little bit of anime, so like Naruto, One Piece, things like that.
All right,
Prison Break on Netflix, I like that.
that's a good show.
Stranger Things, I could watch that too. Um, Johnny Test, uh, Garfield, things like that. I watch it all.
All right, smooth. Okay, let's break down the quarterback show real quick. What was your thoughts on that? I think it was Burrow, Golf, and then Kirk Cousins. What were your thoughts on the show?
Uh, I mean, that show just really taught you a lot that you wouldn't really think is going on and stuff. So like, they really let you into their thought process and things that they're going through off the field. Uh, I mean, really, it really puts you in a different type of perspective. It's just like, dang, like I didn't know they was feeling that or anything like that. Or even like in the show, like it was quarterbacks dealing with injuries and seeing how much it hurts them to be injured. And I've never been injured before. So like never know like season ending injury or just even like a minor injury where I couldn't play a game. So just seeing that it's just like dang, like God forbid it happens to me. I don't know what I would do if I couldn't play football. So
Facts. And then what about the SEC show? Kind of the behind the scenes look at one of the top conferences in the country.
uh that show is I haven't watched all the episodes, but I know like one that stands out to me is the Vanderbilt episode where they talk about Vanderbilt how they beat Bama. Um, that quarterback, you know, I'm 5'11", so I'm not really the tallest quarterback either, and he's about the same height as me, if not shorter, same height. So see him go out, and they were just like going through his preparation for the week, and every time he just be like, "Hey, like you don't gotta believe in me, but you'll see what happens." And I'm not worried about Alabama just because their name, and that was the game they went out and beat Alabama and had a big upset. So
Period. There it is. And then I know you said you like to play games. So what games you like so far, man? I mean, this year when you've been able to play. I know you've been busy, but 2K, EA Sports, Call of Duty. I don't think nobody plays Fortnite no more. But what games you've been playing?
really just NCAA, Madden 26. I could play Call of Duty here and there, not too much, but here and there. Um, I could play Roblox, play the little sports game on Roblox and stuff. So yeah,
Hmm. Which one you think is better? Is it Madden or NCAA? I've been hearing Madden's better.
I'm gonna go NCAA.
Okay. Why NCAA?
Uh, just like the way the game just operates, there's just something about NCAA I like better. You know, the fact that you're actually playing with college players rather than NFL players and stuff. You could play with your old teammates actually. So yeah.
What team you been using?
Uh, Not gonna lie, we having to use Ohio State. You know, I can't lose at all costs. I can't lose.
Smooth, man. All right. Let me ask favorite dishes off the field, man. So two favorite fast food spot, and then if Mama doing some cooking, she throwing down like you got a request. She's like, Deuce, you got one request. I'm gonna do this meal one time. What's the meal you gonna ask Mama to cook?
Uh, Fast food. I'm gonna go with Chick-fil-A and Zaxby's, and then Mama's cooking. I'm gonna have to go with like some type of Thanksgiving dinner, like mac and cheese, green beans. My mom could break her foot off and some chicken. Uh, uh collard greens, stuffing. That Thanksgiving type of dinner. Go crazy on Thanksgiving.
100%. All right, smooth. What's been your favorite trip you've taken so far? Not necessarily family, but maybe on the football, like whether it was a tournament you had to play somewhere, going to Thompson last year on ESPN. What's been some of your favorite trips you've taken just in this realm of football?
Um, I have to say going to Thompson actually. You know, that wasn't a game I played in or anything, but I mean that was a big game too. That game went in overtime and everything too, and shoot, the preparation for that week, I remember it being a tension the whole. It was tension the whole week, and going out there and be able to win. In an environment that we ain't never been in before. We had to go to Alabama, long trip, 2 hours. So being able to come out with that dub, that was dope.
How do you feel like playing that national schedule? Y'all always seem to play Mallard Creeks, the Thompsons, I believe Carrollton a few years back. How do you feel like that helps y'all just throughout the season when you go to this region schedule and eventually the playoffs?
Playing national teams is always gonna give you more confidence to play your region and stuff like that. So like playing Thompsons, playing different just any of the national teams and big teams coming out with wins like that, or even losses. Sometimes you need a loss to win. Uh, I feel like it prepares you better for your region play.
100%. So with the rest of the year coming up, a few more, I'm gonna let you go. What? I know you're not a big personal guy, but I'm gonna try to get this one out to you. Just what are your personal goals for the rest of the year, and what are your team goals for the rest of the year?
Personal goals, I would like to get my GPA up to 3.9. Uh, to stat wise, just it's no specific number I'm trying to get to. Just as long as my stats are high, I just want to have a high number of stats. And then team goals, want to win state. That's the only goal. Want to win state. Want to go 1-0 every week.
Period. Tell me real quick. We talked about the offensive coordinator. We talked about some of the coaches, but tell me what Coach Davis Bryant's like, man. I mean, obviously he won a championship at being as young as he is, man. Obviously he leads you guys every single day, but what's it like playing for him?
He's a great guy too. Most people see him when he's looking mad and stuff for coaching, but he's a great guy off the field. Jokester. He got kids too. So yeah, he's a great guy.
100%. 2 more years left, obviously, before you go off to school, man. What I know it's early, Deuce, but what are some things you might want to major in, or what's kind of caught your eye or piqued your interest? Maybe when you go and you study in school.
I want to major in sports medicine. So looking at different schools and stuff that offer things like that, because football got to end someday. So thinking about what I would enjoy doing and making money in when football's over, and sports medicine, I feel like I could still be around the sport and really be anything. I could be with a college team, NFL team, anything like that. Being around the sports still.
100%. All right, take me back. Give me a favorite youth memory
Uh,
on youth ball.
I would say winning the championship in eighth grade. When going out with a bang like that,
Walk me
that
through
year, that year we was faced with a lot of adversity. Playing Buford, so they got us at our home field earlier in the season. I ain't never lost in my home field before, not in GFL. So
it.
coming back for that championship, throwing a big touchdown in that game too to London. London used to play offense, so throwing a touchdown to him for really to solidify the game. That was big, and it was just like, no, like that was my last ever game of youth ball. So like that's what I'm going into high school with. So who wants to go into high school with a loss almost?
It's a good point. All right, I'm gonna ask you, man. Tell me about that rivalry, man. Buford and Grayson. First time you ever played, I think, was a few years ago. Grayson obviously won. Well, I'll ask you about the game later, but just your thoughts on the rivalry between you guys, Buford and Grayson.
There's always gonna be tension there because we feel like we have the best athletes in Georgia. So that matchup is always gonna be dope. You know, and even how we beat them 2 years ago. Next time we have to see them is it's gonna be the tension's gonna be even higher. So
And then obviously, like I said, you feel like you guys have the better athletes. This rivalry goes back to youth football too. But if for any outsider that don't know, I don't want to get you in no trouble, but who would you say is really the Kings of Gwinnett?
um to youth ball, I'm gonna have to say, London's a big standout. Riley, uh, we had Andrew Beard that played at North Gwinnett.
Wow.
Braden Tyson, Braden Tyson, Makari Cross, quarterback, Collins Hill now. Um, who else? Silas Knuckles at Buford, Jameer Cantrell at Buford. Um, don't really want to say myself, so yeah, but that's just off the top of the head. That's what I can name.
Out of those guys, who was the toughest one you went against in youth ball?
Uh, Probably saying Buford with the team with Jameer and Silas on defense and offense. So
There it is. All right, man. Last thing, Anybody you want to shout out, man? Anything you want to say to the audience, man, before you get out of here? They don't know about you that makes you special, or any just last little details you want to say.
I don't have much to say. I already added the fact that I play two sports, football and baseball. Uh, GPAs really well. Um, yeah, I don't have too much to say. All I can say is, big year for me, and all you can do is watch.
Hey, I heard it from Deuce himself, man. Big year coming up for Grayson. Hey, he do was it 5 touchdowns, 4 different receivers, man. He's the real deal, man. Y'all check him out. How can they reach you, Deuce?
Instagram Deuce underscore season SZSZN. Twitter Deuce underscore Smith underscore two.
There it is, man. Y'all go give him a follow, man. Deuce, appreciate you stopping through, man. Appreciate you for the interview.
Thank you, no problem. Thanks for having me.
Yes, sir. Anytime. All right, guys. There he goes, man. Deuce Smith. That is the exclusive interview, man, with the Grayson quarterback rising up. Hey, man, I think he'll be next up. Obviously with this year, especially if they reach their goals and what they want to do, I think you're going to hear a lot of people talking about this quarterback coming up in the recruiting cycle, man. But that's all I got, man. Hope y'all enjoyed the interview, man. We'll post it later. Catch y'all on the next one, man. Peace.